Welcome, everyone, to the Sundown Tavern here. Big shout out to them for episode number 15 on the HonkyTalk Podcast. Special guest, Big Poe.
Hey, appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah.
Big Poe.
Big Poe. Thanks for coming on the show, dude.
Yes, sir.
I know we've been planning this for a little while, and I'm glad we finally got our schedules to meet up and you to come on the podcast and kind of share what you got going on,
Absolutely, man. I'm thrilled to be here, man, and I really support y'all,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. What y'all been up to, boys?
Playing music and just being a father,
How's that going?
It's going pretty good. They're all alive. They sometimes say yes, sir, and no, ma'am.
Okay.
So that's all right.
That's better than 50% of the population, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, not much. We had a good gig this weekend. Had good gigs all weekend. We did our Thursday thing here. We got to see Poe do his thing a little bit and some of the other acts and nominees and stuff like that for the NELA Music Awards. That was fun. And it really was like a homecoming because I hadn't played here. I hadn't been here at nighttime at the Sundown Tavern since they closed it before. So it was really cool to see all those old, like the Confederate biker dudes in here. And I hadn't seen them in years. And like, Bo, what's going on? I felt like it was a homecoming of sorts. Like everybody was here. Right. That was really cool. That's what I took away from it. So big thanks for y'all having us for the NELA music thing. Bo Smith, what you got?
Well, I've been playing music, mowing grass, taking care of the yard. Played down in Natchitoches Friday night.
That's right.
Let's see, Shreveport Saturday at Casa Jimador. T. Johnny's on the river Friday night.
Yep.
Had a good time.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man. Well, cool. What about you, Poe? What you been up to? I know you've been busy, man.
Yeah, man. Just trying to get this next album out. I have it completed. Dropping singles every month. Just made a little run up through Kentucky and Indiana and Ohio. Was out about 13 days.
Dang.
About 2,000 miles. And then I broke down in Vicksburg. I was an hour from home and the water pump goes out. And luckily, I knew an artist 5 minutes down the road. So the Lord let me get that far for a reason. So.
Yeah, 100%. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I know the last time you were talking about you going on this tour and stuff, but yeah, I mean, it went well though.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, and then we got a bunch of dates coming up. Actually, never played in Wyoming. Never played in Utah. So we're finna make a 21-hour Friday, Saturday gig in August to play in Utah, and then drive 2 hours to Rock Springs, Wyoming, at the Broadway Theater to play. So being able to tap into these new markets is what I want to do. And I've been trying to do that slowly, and get up way up there with my sound. So there's not a lot going on up there. So when somebody comes in town, it's like, hey, they show up. So
yeah, that's cool, man. Well, again, thanks for being here, taking your time to come and just share your story. I'd like for you to just tell a little bit about your testimony, and just a little bit of your music story.
Right. So
share with the folks.
I was raised on country music. Hank Williams Jr. All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. I remember when I was 3, my mom would take me to the preschool called the Little Red Schoolhouse in West Monroe, and I would make her. We had tape players back then, so I would make her rewind it. It would play, make her rewind it, and then I'd go to Mel McDaniel, Louisiana Saturday Night. Boom, make her rewind it. So I started with country roots. And I guess when I started turning 10, 11, 12, I started singing, Garth Brooks and, Tim McGraw. And, but my daddy was big into Merle Haggard.
Oh, yeah.
And then here comes Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre in 93 with the Chronic and Doggy Style. And I fell in love with hip-hop, And so I like to think that my music is, I put out an album in 2018 called Gumbo Soul. And what that represents is like, I'm all of these genres: Southern rock, country, blues, hip hop, and it's just a big gumbo, like the chicken, sausage, bell peppers, and onions, So you get a little bit of everything with my sound. But I started in '96 recording here over in West Monroe, Diamond Recording Studio. Sam Diamond, back when they had the ADATs, was a big VCR tape. Then they moved down to the DA-88s, and now it's all digital. So I've kind of went through all the eras of recording.
That's so crazy.
And to do it with with mainly hip hop until I developed later. But in 2008, I kind of backed away from or before that, 2006, I kind of backed away from music. I worked for a directional drilling company out of Texas, and I worked a union pipeline.
Yeah.
So anytime a gas line would cross like the Mississippi River or Intercoastal Canal, we would drill the hole underneath the river, pull it through. So, and I hadn't really worked much close to home, and I was working in Minden at exit 47. I'm sure y'all familiar with that.
Oh yeah.
And I went to the doctor. I left the job site, went to the doctor, and I had got away from drugs to get, to be able to work and stuff like that because, the hip hop culture is so much, the syrup and the pills and everything, and so I got caught up in that lifestyle. So that was a lot in me, and I went out that night. I went to the doctor that day. Had to be back at work the next morning. Went out to the Hobnob in West Monroe and got full. I took pills. I was smoking. I come home. I get about a mile and a half from the house. I fell asleep at the wheel, lost control. Got ejected out of the driver's side window on the first flip. Broke my back, my hip, my shoulder, and 6 ribs, and got airlifted to Shreveport, Louisiana, where I would wake up days later and couldn't move either one of my legs. And at that point is when I reached out to God. I was like, Lord, like, what have I done? Like, I've lost my job. I'm probably fixing to lose everything in my life, my family included. I had a stepdaughter and my daughter,
Right.
And I was just like, yo, just please, like, just give me enough. I'll do whatever I got to do. Bro.
Right.
And so I leave the Shreveport. They put me in a rehab in West Monroe at Cornerstone, where I had to get on the parallel bars and try to learn how to walk.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
And the goal was to be able to walk in a walker just to get out of there so I could go home. And when I went home, finally, I was in a Hoover round, and now I'm facing drug charges in Union Parish. And, it's just it's a tough thing. You lose your ability to walk. You lose your ability to function as a normal human being. And then you get in your head thinking like, yo, am I ever going to have a woman again? Am I ever going to have a life? Am I going to live off disability for the rest of my life and not be able to give my kids
Right.
what they want? And so it was tough. And already having a drug addiction problem prior to me having this wreck, now I get sent home with 80 Oxycontins and Lortabs and all these.
Everything. Yeah,
so I have to now have it to function.
Right.
And so I had no hope. I had lost all hope. And then I was dabbling in anything I could get my hands on, like living on people's couches. I overdosed twice.
Yeah.
And actually one time I was in a camper living behind my mama's house, and they found me choking on my vomit. I was ODing, and they drugged me out, hit me with the EpiPen, with the Narcan. Yeah. And boom, I come back to life, and my daughter's playing 200 feet from me.
Yeah. Wow.
So in 2015, I had been up for a few days.
Yeah. Right.
And I looked in my pasture in the corner on the wood line, and I seen Phil Robertson holding the Bible.
Holy smoke.
Clear as day.
Yeah.
2 days later, I go to Point Assembly of God there in Downsville. These people loved on me and brought me back, and I isolated myself. I was able to pay off a 1993 trailer, single-wide trailer, off of my disability. Yeah. And they just loved on me, and next thing you know, I'm singing in the choir, I'm teaching the youth, going on trips. And so I took my daughter to the Buffalo River. It was an all boys trip, but they said, hey, you could bring your daughter. So we get there, we put our canoe in there, we get it, and the rapids were high that day. Well, we get around the first curve, my daughter falls out, and then it just takes her, and I'm just like, you can't do nothing. It's the most hopeless feeling in the world. So that just really shook her up. And the rest of the crew that we were with, they kind of went on ahead of us. And anyway, so we try to catch up with them. Well, they pulled over to go see a waterfall. You had to walk like a mile and a half maybe up a hill. And they went ahead and started walking up. Well, me and my daughter arrived late, And we started up the hill. You know, I'm talking about a big steep climb.
Right.
And we got about quarter of the way. My daughter's like, "Yo, Daddy, I don't think I can make it." I said, "Come on, baby." We get halfway. She's doing it again. I said, "Baby, just come on. It's gonna be worth it when we get to the end."
Yeah.
About 3/4 of the way, we passed our group coming back down, and she's like, "Daddy, let's just go back down there with them." I said, "No, baby, we're gonna go see this waterfall." And so we continued on up, and she's dragging. We get to the top, and I remember looking up at the waterfall and saying, "This is God's country."
Yeah.
And previously, I would already started writing again and get back into music because you know I had kind of put that to the side, you know, because I was an addict. I couldn't function and do things, you know, creatively like that.
Right.
And we get to the top, I look up and I said, "Baby, this is God's country." And then 2 days later, after we got home, I had a dream. I walked out, my steps on my porch in my pasture. I hit the ground. I looked up, and there's these rockets going off, and they go up to the peak and take off. Boom, and it'd say Memphis, and it'd take off. And I'd hear the ground shake. I'd feel the ground shaking, and it just kept repeatedly doing this. Dallas, Santa, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
And then I woke up with this undeniable passion to get back into my music, tell my stories,
Right.
you know. And so my first album in 2015 was called God's Country. And then you can hear in it, you know, I'm trying to develop from being an addict, being an outcast, to loving God and trying to think that I had to be perfect for God to use me.
Right.
And then that's when, after that dream, I just said, "Hey, all right, it's time. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
time." I just couldn't control it. And then
Yeah.
I sold I had a 99 Toyota Tacoma 4-wheel drive. I had a boat, an express boat with a 40 on it. I had a 4-wheel. I sold it all. I went to Best Buy. And I bought me a camera to shoot my first video. I paid for my whole album to be recorded and mixed and mastered, you know, with dirty beats, stuff that I couldn't even, you know,
Yeah, right,
it was a dirty sound. But I said, "Look, you know, just work with what you got right now."
That's right.
And work your way to what you need.
Yeah.
And so I put out God's Country and never looked back, bro. Like I recorded my first 3 albums in that trailer
Yeah.
by putting the phone on a hotspot to run my software
Yeah.
to record my songs.
Yeah.
And then I took my camera and shot my first few videos until I eventually got in the game to know, you know, videographers and this and that. And yeah, man, I hit the road. I opened up for Upchurch and Jelly Roll and you know all these artists for free for nothing. I would sleep in my truck. There was times where we had drums in the back of my Dodge Dakota with tarps over them, going
Right.
to play in Missouri
Yeah.
or wherever
Yeah.
we could, just to be seen.
Yeah.
And I would get out there and I would shake these people's hands. I would, you know, face to face touch them, and you just put my spirit on them and who I was, and slowly built this whole little thing that I got now.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's an amazing story. Well, thanks for sharing that too.
Yes, sir.
I mean, because it takes a lot to just like even be open and like put this out
No,
there.
it
man.
is
It's
because
a lot.
it was a lot of pain in my journey.
Yeah,
you know?
but to be open with that, it's like people can actually relate to this. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate to it as well because I did have a few questions. You know, one, what's it like to record on that old school gear?
Oh man, it's
Compared to now.
It's a different sound. And, you know, back in 2019, Joe Guerrero, I'm pretty sure y'all are familiar
Oh, yeah,
with him,
yeah.
lawyer in Monroe, signed me and Broadnex
Okay.
to a entertainment deal and took us to Nashville where we met Kebo Cyrus, who played bass guitar for George Clinton, and you know, and it was
Yeah.
our first time to be in a Nashville studio.
Right.
We're recording a hip hop album,
That's right.
but we were starting to add the instrumental, the live instrumentals to instrumentation to our songs,
Right.
for country rap.
Yeah.
Now you got to think country rap is which really the genre that I'm included in.
Yeah, sure.
We were adding live guitars, horns, all kind of stuff to
Yeah.
hip hop instrumentals back in 2020, 29. I mean, 1999, 2000.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
and you know, to see my genre develop over the years, and now it's, you know, full bands playing
That's right.
country rap music. So
That's exactly right. man.
you know, just to be a part of developing a sound.
Yeah.
You know, and I knew back then, I was like, man, this is me. This is how I was raised. I was
Yeah.
raised on all these country things, fishing, hunting, and good old boy, good old girl mentality. And here it is now. I have a genre that fits me like a shoe,
Yeah.
you know, because I don't live in the hood. I don't do it, you know, I
Yeah,
don't live
right.
that lifestyle.
That's
you know?
right.
So
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful thing, man, to watch a genre develop and be a part of it, of its history, at the beginning.
Now, was this? I remember helping you move some furniture. Was that trailer?
Yes.
That's that original trailer.
That's the original trailer where I started this whole thing.
That's so crazy because I remember the desk and seeing like your old gear and stuff, and I was like, man, is this where you came from?
Yeah, and then that old trailer I left it.
That's right.
I moved to Indiana for a couple years, and it just, if you don't have a place, to
Yeah. Oh,
live
yeah.
out in the country, you know how it is. So,
Yeah.
Man.
That was that was so crazy, man, and just and hearing about like your drug addictions and like all that stuff, it reminds me of my story too.
Yeah.
I mean, I was at a party just snorting a bunch of cocaine one night, and like God spoke to me and said like if you do another line, you're gonna OD, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And it woke me up. I had mom and baby at the house,
Right.
and it was kind of like almost like a wake up call, same experience you had.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it like coming to from an OD and then seeing your daughter, you said, like 200 yards away.
Yeah, like they had to grab them and go hide them, and while the paramedics.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And then you put your family through that stuff. It just some of those things you can't get away from.
Yeah.
You know.
But you did.
Yeah.
You know, you got a second chance at
Absolutely.
to really do this thing, and then you did your thing, man. I listen to your sound now, and it's just like I've heard your older stuff. We performed together.
Oh yeah,
we've done some things, and we'll talk about that later probably. But it's just amazing how a lot of your songs, like when I listen to them, I really feel like they're very encouraging. They come from a real place.
Right.
You're not spitting off things that you haven't gone through.
Right.
They're 100% real.
Absolutely. And you do have to. In my lane of music, you do have to make those fun songs that might not have much substance.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that really pay the bills. But then, where I really excel is coming from my heart, coming from my struggle and pain, and painting the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, we're going to take a quick break after hearing that amazing story. Y'all go check out Big Poe Music.
Big Poe.
Thanks for being here again. We'll just take a short break, and then we'll be right back, y'all. All right, let's do this.
All right, guys, we're back here with the HonkyTalk Podcast here at the Sundown Tavern, always a sponsor of ours, great friends of ours. The whole gang up here. You know what it is, saving Rustin one sandwich at a time here at the Sundown Tavern.
Tell them about the special, Bo.
Well, it's my favorite. It's the Reuben. So if you are in or around Lincoln Parish or coming through I-20, y'all make a stop off. All you doctors, offices, lawyers, nurses, secretaries, whatever. Come get you your lunch. They got to-go plates, too, and all that stuff they'll make you. So call in and get your order here at the Sundown Tavern. Well, I'm excited to be here. Big Poe, me, Bo Smith, and Trey Gotro. We're back again for the Honky Talk episode 15. I can't believe we've done 15 episodes.
No.
Yeah.
Jeez. But we're here with Big Poe.
I remember the first.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was here.
He was a long life fan. He's been there with us since day one.
Since day one.
Day one.
Yeah, hey, Poe, so you and Trey, y'all done a lot of projects together.
Yeah.
Didn't y'all play, where was that at, Kentucky?
Yeah. Last
yeah.
year we were able to go to, Rush, Kentucky, I think. We opened up for the 69 Boys.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Let me
like-
see that Tootsie Roll.
That Tootsie, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've opened up for Aaron Lewis to Afro Man to, you know what I'm saying, Jelly Roll. But
I got
the 69
videos.
Boys.
I got videos of you, Poe.
Oh, no.
I got videos of him on stage with the 60 mom shaking his Tootsie Roll.
Hey, what about that story you were telling me when y'all were up in Kentucky?
Oh, which one?
Didn't you get locked out or something?
Oh, yeah, I had an allergic reaction and almost died.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So do you know about this? No. Oh, okay.
I thought he knew about it.
No. I kind of just spit it now. It'll come back.
Yeah. So this is what happened. So I am highly allergic to rosemary, like anaphylactic.
Wow.
I break out in hives. So I got to carry EpiPens with me. I didn't have them on this trip. So anyway, I ate a hamburger that night at the festival. And I guess it had rosemary in it, or they put allspice in it or something, which includes rosemary. And we get back to the hotel room, and we carpooled in his truck. So he's got the truck keys, and we had a hotel room like miscommunication. So we're staying in one room, and then Big Poe staying in another room. So we get there. I'm going to bed. I start breaking out in hives and stuff and start itching and things are swelling, dude. Everything's swelling. I can't get a hold of him because he's sleeping, and then like he's got his keys, so I can't get in the truck for us to go to the thing. So it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm in the dark, and we're running to a gas station, and to get some Benadryl. So, dude, I'm like, and it's freezing outside, bro. It was so cold, and so anyway. I get to the gas station. I walk in. I grab the Benadryl off. Like, dude, I look like an addict right now. I rip the box open because it's either that or call 911 and pay for a hospital bill.
Right.
So it's like, which is crazy. Anyway, so I'm in the gas station. It was like, I think it was almost like half a mile away, but it wasn't too far. But I had to go on foot. So because we didn't have the truck. Anyway, so I get there. I rip open the Benadryl box. I pop in 4, and then the cashier dude's looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna pay for this.
Yeah.
Like, cause you gotta look at the scene. I'm here and I'm like popping. I have 4 Benadryls,
Wow.
and I pop them in my mouth, and he's like,
Sir?
yeah. I'm like, no, I'm gonna pay for them. I said I'm having an allergic reaction. I said I gotta get them quick, like before things happen. Anyway, I go up there to the counter, pay for them. We make it back to the room. And the swelling starts going down, and I'm like, okay, once that happens, I know I'm okay.
Yeah.
So I lived. But anyway, Kentucky was great.
Yeah. I remember on the ride home talking about it.
Yeah,
now.
it was a great show. But we got a really big event coming up, an annual event that you do.
Yes.
Why don't you tell the Honky Talk listeners about that?
So this year is the 4th annual Po Folks Festival. So my fan base, Big Po, I call them my Po Folks, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're poor or rich.
It's just Po, yeah.
It just means you're rich in spirit. That's you're just good people, man. Just people to give your shirt off your back, and that's a lot of my fan base. And so this is the 4th annual. It initially started in my pasture.
Yeah.
4 years ago. They were camping out in tents, and we set up the sound and all that.
Yeah.
And the next year, we had it at out Bells Run. Shout out to Ashley Bells on the Washita River. Beautiful beach. And I was like, oh, this is the perfect location. And then last year, we had, I went and paid $5,000 for the big stage and the sound, and I went all out, and we had some storms come in.
Yep.
And Thursday night, a lot of the campers were there from Kentucky and Georgia, different places, and it just poured down. And I was just thinking about, man, we can't go through another night like this. So in the middle of the night, I think it was midnight of Thursday night.
That's right.
I was at my house. And I reached out to Marcy and Kenny, K&M, and said, hey, can you please let me use your venue? We're going to try to move this event and save what we can.
Yeah.
And they were glad to do it, but, Tommy Jackson was booked on that weekend, so he didn't make him happy,
that's right.
To lose the gig. But, me and Tommy are real great friends. But so we had it there at K&M, and then now this year, Red Shells and Tails and Allison have offered up their spot to host a Po Folks Festival every year in Union Parish on Lake D'Arbonne.
Yep.
So we're excited about that, and I get to have you involved with this too.
That's
and
right.
It really make to be able to pull it off by myself, I can do it, but to have somebody else I can trust and know that everything goes smooth, it really helps out. So
yeah, I appreciate that, man. But man, y'all listeners, y'all go check it out. I know we'll be advertising this publicly like really soon.
Yeah, we're going to work on that this evening. August 29th and 30th, Red Shells and Tails, Farmerville, Louisiana. This is something, they already have the Watermelon Festival every year.
Yep.
And so we're going to create this as a staple in Union Parish to where we bring it every year. So Labor Day weekend. So that's really, it couldn't all came together any better to have that location. You have the water, you have the stage on the water, and that's the lake that I grew up on.
That's right. Yeah, D'Arbonne.
Walking up and down them banks as a kid at my daddy's house on Pleasure Island. So that place has a spiritual meaning for me. So it's just beautiful how the Lord opens up doors.
100%. But y'all definitely come check it out. It's a Big Po Fest, 4th annual show at Reds, Tails, and Shells this year, August 29th and 30th. bring your mamas, bring your sons and daughters, bring your cousins, whoever.
Right.
It's a big family event. People come from all over, from the surrounding states, to come be a
Right.
part of this show. It's huge. We got a lot of openers. We've got a lot of bands playing.
Yes.
So y'all definitely come check it out. It's super cool. A lot of games, and there's gonna be prizes.
Right. We're gonna
Yeah.
have games. We're gonna have a cornhole tournament, and then with this year only having 40-something days, this just kind of fell in my lap, and everybody's normally booked on Labor Day weekend, so we were able to pull off Katie night for Friday night, Jeremiah Henry. We're gonna have the Red Flags.
The Red Flags.
Band
Yeah.
from Monroe headlining Friday night, and
Yeah.
then Saturday it's gonna be Clay LaBeth, Trey Gocho,
Yeah.
and then Big Poe. So we're really excited about it, and this thing is only gonna get bigger. This
That's
is
right.
this is the start of it here. And next year we'll have a whole year to prepare for this location. Get different artists. We want to start bringing in some bigger artists that are climbing on up top. So
maybe
so that's the goal.
Maybe some people on the charts. Well, who knows?
Hey, it's like here we going.
Who knows? But that's very cool. Hey, speaking of, a lot of those names you mentioned were a part of the NELA Music Association.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to the NELA Music Association. That's where we were last Thursday.
Right.
Doing a nominee party. But anyway, some of those guys got nominated for some stuff.
Absolutely. And we're going to have Tom and Melinda from the Northeast Louisiana Music Awards out at the location doing write-ups and stuff like that.
Oh, sweet.
So
they're going to do a bit on it.
Yeah, they're going to do a whole bit of it. And then I believe the town of Farmville is going to do a bit on it as well.
Awesome.
So with drone footage and different things. So,
Drone footage was cool.
So, we want to really let this be something that people in Union Parish and Northeast Louisiana can look forward to for years to come.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my memories about us, what we did last year was when we played for the NELA Music Awards.
Yes.
It was so cool with Zach Smith, Katie Knight.
Right, with the production, it's so limited to have all y'all on the stage at
Yeah.
one time, which is really cool.
Yeah, we were performing "I Just Want to Roll,"
Yeah.
which is a really cool song. It was cool. That was a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah, it was. I won't forget that ever.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely. I'm actually I'm gonna be announcing an award this year for August 14th is when the NELA Music Award. That's when they're actually putting it on this year. But I'm actually going to be announcing an award. So whoever it is, I don't know. They haven't told me yet.
Yeah.
Somebody won something.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that they're doing for our area, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate them guys over there.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So, y'all got any questions for Poe?
Yeah. So what? You got your Poe Fest coming up for all of your Poe folks. What about with the music and emphasize on the music with like the new record you got want to come out?
Right.
with?
Yeah. I have a new album coming out called Trill Country. And so I kind of base it off of music that you could ride around and listen to in your truck. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of kept that whole idea because recently I had a song called "Riding in My Truck" go viral on TikTok.
I know that, Ron.
And just to see the hood getting by hood,
Oh,
everybody's
getting part of it, dude. It's crazy.
A song called "Riding in My Truck," and and the guy that was featured on the record, 501 Bryce, ends up being one of the biggest artists in the world right now. One of the most sought after artists.
Isn't
in the
that
world.
crazy? We literally we played.
Look, Pofo's Fest was his first time to perform. Okay.
Wow.
He's getting big numbers to perform now, and that was a year ago.
That's a year ago.
Like way more than we ever thought about making.
That's so
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? So like, he had Deion Sanders reach out to him the other day. There's Kevin Gates, like all these big, huge people trying to get a piece of him, and just to think that, he was at the Po Folks Festival last year at K&M, and that, that was the first time he ever seen a stage.
Yeah. Wasn't he there in Arkadelphia?
Yeah.
We played in Arkadelphia
Yes,
one
he
night.
played in Arkadelphia
And
as well
he was
with us.
performing. That was crazy. That was a great show too.
No, I love that show.
Because Big Chuck was there.
Yeah, Big Chuck.
Yeah, Big Chuck was there.
And Big Chuck is 501's manager.
No way! I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and then so his brother shoots all his visuals. His name's June. We
Yeah.
call him June.
I've seen him.
And actually, me, Junebug, and Chuck created a podcast in 2018. Before podcasts, we had a country rap podcast.
That's crazy.
And we would have Up Church and all these guys on there back before anybody was doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I would have to drive to Little Rock, and it just kind of got taxing. And for whatever reason, life and everything, we got away from it. But to see my friends that I came up with in this music for many years, Chuck, he's on Moonshiners.
That's right.
On Discovery Channel. He's actually in North Carolina shooting that right now. And then Junebug, he shoots a lot of my visuals, not all of them, but just to see the people around you develop and start winning, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
What would you say your video went viral?
Yes.
Was that through your TikTok?
Yeah, well, it actually went viral on TikTok,
So
Facebook.
explain to people, give them, define a little bit. Would you say viral?
Millions.
What does that mean?
Millions of views.
Millions of views.
Yeah, and big Snoop Dogg and all these big people sharing it. Bunny from Jelly Roast Bunny actually shared riding in my truck from my artist page and my personal Facebook page.
That's so cool.
And she didn't have to do that. And that's just love, for people to be up so high and to reach back down. It just tells you, look, that whole stereotype of things. So
yeah, exactly.
That's cool. That's really cool.
That's cool. Well, let's take one more break, and then we'll be right back. Lights, camera, action.
Well, we're back in at it. Bo, how you feeling?
Ooh, pretty good.
Trey?
Feels great.
Big Poe?
I am great.
I'm great too. Thanks for asking.
I'm so great. I had to let my hair down to match you boys.
Come on now. Big Poe's gonna get us one day.
He's growing out his beard. I can't grow out facial hair, so
That's that Polynesian coon ass.
You do not want to see me without a beard. Okay.
What do you look like?
The chin is. I look like Ted Cruz.
Ted
Cruz.
Yes, from the senator in Texas.
Yeah, I feel you. yeah, I know you're talking about. Well, welcome back, y'all. Welcome, Big Poe.
Sundown Tavern.
Sundown Tavern.
Monday,
big shout
baby.
out. Yep, get your daily lunch specials out here. It is a great place to be. Great people, great food.
That burger was fire, and those green beans.
Yeah, you got the
green beans.
MJ burger.
Yep.
What'd you get? The Reuben, baby.
Yep.
Duh.
I got the Reuben myself.
The daily lunch special, Reuben.
Every day.
Yeah. Another thing they got really good here is the honey sriracha wings,
Oh yeah, I ate them. Those
and then
fire.
the sweet potato fries.
Sweet
usually
potato waffle fries.
Sweet potato waffle fries, actually, and they are delicious.
They are delicious.
So come down here and grab you something. But anyway, Poe, what you got going on as far as you said you got new album coming out. When is that gonna drop?
We're gonna see that in August.
Oh wow!
By mid-August. It's been completed. I just been focused on the way everything's set up now. The releasing singles is really the thing to do because
That's right.
a lot of those songs are gonna get lost.
Yeah.
Because you can't really put no focus on them on Spotify, on the radar, and
Yeah, people just
Yeah, they just get lost. So the system is set up now for singles, and then what I do is I just drop single until I get tired,
Yeah.
and then have 4 or 5, 6 records left. It dropped the whole project.
So some of these new songs, so if it's going to be dropping in mid-August, that means by the Poe Fest,
Yes,
we're going to hear some of that.
right. So
Yeah.
my goal is to get this So I took off this month for this because I know how much it requires.
Yes.
Uploading, and I have a distributor, distribution deal with 1RPM out of Nashville. But I still have to do this myself.
Sure.
That don't mean a record deal. As far, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Because you're still. I mean, you're still independent, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
considered independent now. The distribution deal, if I need things, I can get them. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
It's
sure.
just it's a recoup.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, man, this is my second contract with 1RPM, and then I signed my first contract I ever signed was with David Ray called Damn It Boy Entertainment, and David Ray is the one who actually wrote "Save Me" for Jelly Roll and "Long Haired Son of a Sinner." So
Oh wow.
yeah, so Ernest, David Ray, and Jelly wrote the "Long Haired Son of a Sinner" together, and then David Ray wrote "Save Me" by itself. So
Yeah.
Or maybe with jelly. But so yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, I am looking forward to performing with you on that and everything, and also performing at the show. But so I would ask just like, what's some advice you can give to these young cats out here that are trying to get into this? You know, just some Poe wisdom.
Some Poe wisdom, and I do this with so many, you know, and I get a lot of them. I get the same answer, but you know, only 4% of people who do this make it. Like really make it. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a pretty low percentage.
So and you got to, and I don't know the exact figures on how many songs are released on Spotify every week by different artists. So you know, you if you do not commit to this social media game, you the chances of you winning is going to be slim unless you have just a breakout record.
Sure.
Or a breakout single, or you know, something like that. Which is rare. You really have to go out there and earn it these days. So I tell these people like, yo, if I could play and sing like you, I'm going live on TikTok 3 times a week, and not only I can make more money than coming and playing these gigs. I don't even got to leave my house.
Right.
You know, constantly coming up with content, which is hard to do, but if you really want this, you have to super commit to these socials because these people ain't just buying into your music these days; they're buying into who you are.
Right.
You know, it's relatable material. Like this Big Poe like to go fishing. This Big Poe like to cook.
Right.
You know, so I share all those moments with my fan base, and that's how you pick up new followers. And you know, you can have the greatest songs in the world, but if you don't have consumers, you don't have nothing.
Right.
You know
exactly. And I was that's kind of what I've learned from you. Like we were talking the other day, Thursday, and I never got to mention this, but like one of the things that I've learned from you over the last few years that I've known you is the consistency on social media.
Yes.
And also like how to like market yourself in a genuine way.
Yeah. That's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah. It's like everybody sees fake.
Yeah.
And they don't get with it, but it's like, but if you, like I was talking to you on the phone the other day, and I was like, man, I think I'm going to post a video of me like fixing a carburetor on a lawnmower or something.
Yeah, and just that right there is like, yo, and you have somebody that's into that or whatever. Then, hey, I like Trey Gotro. I'm going to go check out his music because he works on lawnmowers.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
It's that simple.
It's that simple, though. But I've seen you post so many personal things in your life, and then
and a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, they don't do that. Yeah, they don't do that
because you know, I've been so humbled from going through what I went through.
Yeah.
That I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed of my past. And even my present. Like, you know, I failed. I sinned. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
You know, I know the Lord is right here with me through all this. He's bridged so many connections for me.
That's right.
Networks and got me to where I'm at right now. So I didn't do this alone. I did it with the Lord first.
Yeah.
And then these great people that follow me and get behind me.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what I go through, my relationships or whatever part in my life I'm at, they still love me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's real. That's when you got some good people around you.
Well, that's right, and also just because of that, you wouldn't be doing the 4th annual Big Poe Fest if it wasn't worth it. You know, like there's so many people. The first time that I saw that and was a part of it, I saw so many people from the surrounding areas just come, like all over the place, and they just like. They treat you like family, bro.
Yeah, they're just good, solid people, bro.
Yeah.
And then I think that's part of the fan base. You get, like, if I was like that super entertainer that was out doing stunts and doing crazy stuff, then I would pull all kind of people, you know, from the woodworks. But
that's right.
To have these genuine people that get behind me is really dope.
And it's super distinctive between, like a genuine artist who either pursues money or pursues relationships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like your fan base is more relationships.
Yeah.
And it's like because it's genuine, it's real. It's not when you talk to somebody, you're not putting on a facade.
No.
You are who you are.
I try. That's one thing about it. That's the whole Po folks thing. It's like, yo, I'm just like y'all, bro. I just do music.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's super cool because, like, I mean, you know, like a lot of people saying, we said this before on the podcast, but like usually when you meet your heroes, it ain't as all as it cracked up to be.
Right. Look behind the curtain.
Look behind the curtain. But it's like, look, man, the curtain's always been open.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Failure.
I know where your mind went. Anyway. But I am looking forward to it and being a part of it, dude. It's gonna be a sick event. I'm very excited.
And it's
for
only gonna get bigger, Trey. You know, and to get the community in Northeast Louisiana behind this thing, it's beautiful.
Yeah, but you do other things too, like one of the things that you were doing on your media like last year is you did that like 30-day challenge or something.
Yeah, I did the 30-day challenge. Every day I would do my run or walk miles and work
That's right.
out like so. I went through a whole transformation doing that. And it was really good for me.
Yeah. Oh, so I know your life is like a lot of like music and stuff. Do you do like what are you doing for like anything else?
That's it.
That's it.
I wake up and because look, to be able to be consistent and create reels and all that stuff, you have to have all that time in the world and then balance family and all that other stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
So but luckily, my catalog's almost 200 songs. I think it's right around 197 right now. So,
which is incredible.
When I drop this next album, I'll break over the 200 mark. And I'm 44. My goal is to do this about 6 more years. And I feel like I have 350 songs by then. And just sit back. Maybe I've already been writing for people, and a lot of big Justin Champagne, like some big artists have taken songs that I've wrote. So I want to fall back and do a lot of that, and maybe create my own little record label to where I take some of these guys that don't know how to put all the puzzle pieces together and let them skip that. And I'll make my little percentage, but these guys don't have to worry about learning like I did the hard way and taking a lot of losses to be able to finally start winning.
So you're gonna like you're saying you're probably gonna step into a more like mentor producer role.
Right, producer, mentor, label role, just to where I can find these guys that may not have a chance to just skip up to Nashville or whatever genre they're in. And I can really kind of have already laid out, developed a blueprint to be successful.
Well, you've been doing it for a long time. You've been through a lot. There's a lot of answers that you had to find out.
Oh yeah, the hard way. The money I have dumped into this, and I still ain't got it back yet. But when I lay this thing down, my kids is going to eat off of everything I done. When I die, my daughter ain't gonna, my family ain't gonna have to worry about bills, And
that kind of brought me to my very first point. It's like if you're an artist that's listening to this, and it's like if you're in it to chase the money, that's just temporary. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, because like you said, you've invested money. That money's gone. But what did you invest in? It wasn't the sole purpose of getting $1 million. It was the sole purpose of creating something that was real.
Something that was real. But look,
that's right.
You just said the key word, purpose.
Yeah.
So, I'm able to make money to do this, but at the end of the day, this is my purpose. If I don't have this purpose, I don't have me.
That's right.
If I'm not able to put those lyrics in, for my own therapy, that's going to end up being therapy for the listener. Then I lose myself.
That's right.
And so, the relationships, the amount of people that I get to touch on a daily basis, where it be to play a song in the morning on the way to work to motivate them, to make them smile, to get them through a rough patch of addiction or alcoholism, whatever it may be,
right.
I get to do that. So that is my purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just happened to be that I get to do music for a living.
Yeah. Well, that's a big old amen to that.
Amen.
And, Poe, we sure appreciate you.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you guys. Really like what y'all got going on, and I hope everybody goes out there and follows the HonkyTalk Podcast.
There we go.
Hey, well, real quick before we leave, though, give us everything about Big Poe.
Okay.
Where do they find you? What do they want to do? How they reach you? Anything?
Right. Big Poe Music on all socials, and if you want to book, you want to song feature, it's bigpoemusic@gmail.com.
HonkyTalk Podcast here at the Sundown Tavern, episode 15. HonkyTalk Podcast.
It's honkies with a kick.
The devil's got a hold on me, and I wonder if I'll ever be set free. Lord, I wonder, is there a heaven up there for me? For me. I'm down at the bottom now, but I'm down on bended knee. I know it's a problem now, but there ain't no saving me. And I feel inside I've lost my mind. Send me to believe. Not okay, this is not the way. Lord, show me what I need. And take this whiskey. Lord, take this whiskey. Lately I can't escape my past. I drink it away in a whiskey glass. The bottle's got a hold on me, and I wonder if I'll ever be set free. Lord, I wonder, is there heaven up there for me? For me. I'm down at the bottom now, but I'm down on bended knee. I know it's a problem now, but there ain't no saving me. And I feel inside I've lost my mind. Send me to believe. Not okay, this is not the way. Lord, show me what I need. And take this whiskey. Lord, take this whiskey. I hope in time these things will change. I'm way too blessed to feel this way. I'm down at the bottom now, but I'm down on bended knee. I know it's a problem now, but there ain't no saving me. And I feel inside I've lost my mind. Send me to believe.